Hey, today we're going to be talking about the Express Cash Offer customizable matrix pricing. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a product that we offer at Intice. And I actually had a comment recently on one of my YouTube videos about the content that I have on this channel. And I just want to make sure that I'm clear in what I like to talk about on this channel. And it's going to be kind of a combination of our technology, our solutions, us as a provider in the digital retailing, digital technology, and digital marketing space, and then also some how-to videos, how you can do things on your own and utilize some of the ideas that we've implemented into the services that we provide. Many of the things you can do yourself. You can take the ideas that we talk about here, and some of them is going to be specifically about the technology. And today, we're going to be talking about specifically about the technology. And recently, we're working with the dealership, and we're launching the Trademaker Express Cash Offer system, the dealership, and we're starting to generate some leads. And I wanted to take a few minutes, and kind of review the way that we come up with our pricing for Express Cash Offer. So to get things started, Express Cash Offer is a technology solution that we can add to dealership websites. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you how we can embed it on your dealership website. As all of our tools, it's going to be available from any button on your dealership website, as we see maybe right here. We also have the ability to have that loaded in right into our icon bar. It's going to open up Express Cash Offer. We can, like you can see this big button right here. We have that available right. Oh, actually, that one brings you to this page, which then gives us the ability to have different CTAs, even from any links, to be able to open up the Express Cash Offer. So a lot of different ways to do it. Lastly, I'll show you our search results page and VDP conversion block. So we have the Get Real Offer button, Get Book Value or Get Real Offer, which is going to open up, and all of them is going to open up that UI. And the goal here is to be able to provide the customer really a seamless experience to be able to get a real offer from you, the dealer. But our goal really is to make sure that we're providing a competitive offer on vehicles that you want to buy. So right now in 2022, tail end of 2022, it is still a time where used vehicle acquisition is difficult. Competitors like Carvana, CarMax, AutoNation, Shift, Vroom, all of these public companies trying to buy cars from your customers. We want to be able to provide a technology to dealers that allows the customer to do the exact same thing right on your dealership's website. Customers are coming to your website, and if you provide a tool like theirs on your website, you're going to be able to generate a lot more leads, a lot more opportunities. So the tool itself is pretty cool, as we're going to see. It provides a really seamless experience for the customer, but more importantly is we want to be able to provide a value that is going to make sense for you. So now with my experience in automotive and appraising cars, which I've had the great opportunity to spend over 20 years in automotive retail, a big part of that is in used cars. So I mean, I've had the great opportunity to appraise thousands and thousands of cars, and of course, having an idea what's happening with the market is extremely important. What's up, what's down. Also to find out what we need and understand the type of vehicles that we need from a core product standpoint. So, but I think that most used car appraisers, they understand and know what vehicles they want to stock, which vehicles that they need to step up on, and what vehicles to be a little bit cautious on. Maybe the vehicles that really don't make a whole lot of sense for your particular dealership, you want to be a little bit more cautious on. We'll also know as appraisers that, maybe some super late model vehicles with low miles, the book is going to be pretty high, pretty strong, sometimes over MSRP. and you're going to want to be a little bit more cautious on those vehicles. And then also vehicles with some higher mileage, the book or the values that we see online aren't going to take enough consideration to the miles of the vehicle. So what we can do with that kind of tribal knowledge is we can create a pricing map. And that's what we do with our matrix pricing, is we kind of map out how we want to price cars, and we can apply that map to the data sources that we have coming into Express Cash Offer. So a little bit more context around why I created Express Cash Offer is we have a trade evaluation tool, and we have a partnership with KBB, Kelley Blue Book, to be able to provide the customer to be able to get a real KBB value, Kelley Blue Book trade-in value, right on a dealership's website. We use that opportunity to incentivize the customer to visit the dealership for a trade appraisal appointment. So when we're working with some of our dealers, we found, especially in 2020, 2021, this year, it's extremely important to be able to create these new opportunities where we can buy cars directly from consumers. So we can, as a new car franchise dealership, having tools that's going to compete with companies like Carvana to be able to give a real offer in real time, competitive offer, compelling offer, but a very seamless experience to generate more leads and more opportunities. And that is what we did with our Trademaker Express Cash Offer solution. But it's really going to come down to how powerful the values can be based on the data coming in and the mapping. So first of all, the data that we utilize in our system is going to start with Black Book data. So we have an integration with Black Book that allows us to bring in that data. We first take the VIN, decode that down to vehicles. If we don't have the VIN, we give the customer the ability to get a plate. We convert that into a VIN. Then we take that VIN and we map it across Black Book. We utilize a special technology that allows us to do this enhanced vehicle matching. And this is in partnership with the Black Book API system. Goes out to the internet, maps data for all of these vehicle records that are out on the internet right now, pulls that in and just crunches through this machine learning algorithm system. And at the end of the day, what we're able to do then is to take that VIN number and decode it, not just to a year, make, and model, but we can also decode that down to more important things like hard adds, hard deducts. The benefit of that is in our system, when a customer puts in their plate or their VIN, most of the time, that's all the information a customer has to put in. If because of that machine learning algorithm system, we're able to match 40% more often down to everything that we need. And we're still going to be, sometimes we're going to need some customer input, like does the vehicle have a sunroof, 20-inch alloy wheels, navigation. Sometimes we're not able to expand all the way into those items, but customer can select that stuff right from our UI and then take the next step. In addition, we're taking that VIN, we're bouncing it against all the historical title information. So anything that's associated with that vehicle's record through AutoCheck. AutoCheck is going to bring in previous owners, maintenance records, any title issues, any accidents, any previous commercial registration. And then we apply a history adjustment to that vehicle. So a vehicle that has one owner, 30,000 miles, all service work, never been in an accident, is going to be worth far more than a vehicle that's had 3 owners, that started out its life as a rental car and has been in 2 accidents. So once we have that value, now we have this personalized Express Cash Offer. But now this is where that map comes into play. And what I'm going to do is, give me just a second here, and I'm going to go into how we build out this map. We've made it pretty straightforward. Just take me a second to get this pulled up. Perfect. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so what you're looking at here is we've created a data integration with Google Docs. This allows us to get our data right from Google Docs, so I can share this with any of our dealers. And what you can see right here, and maybe I can even zoom up on this a little bit. Yeah, look at that. So with this, what we're able to do is the map is going to start with 4 categories of pricing. The category is going to start with cautious, then conservative, then moderate, and then aggressive. So this is a great strategy for us to be able to create this custom pricing map. And we can go further than this and get as granular as we want, all the way down to the year, the make, the model, and the trim, and we can apply different pricing metrics. But what we found is that it makes more sense to get it a little bit less granular and create these 4 pricing buckets. So in this case, we have this cautious pricing. So in this case, this is going to be, we're going to take the adjusted rough value, and then we're going to apply a multiplier to that. And the customer has the ability to select the overall condition of the vehicle as they go through our Express Cash Offer UI from 1 star to 4 star. Simple thing, customer understands how that works. It's either 1, 2, 3, or 4 stars. That's how they rate their vehicle. And then based on that rating, we apply one of these multipliers. So if it's a vehicle make or make and model and the year that we've identified as a vehicle that we want to be cautious on, we're going to apply this pricing map. So if the customer says it's 4 stars, we're going to start with adjusted rough. We're going to add a 90% multiplier. So we're going to even back that down a little bit further. And then we can all go all the way down to 75% based on kind of rough. So if it's a cautious vehicle and you're kind of rough, now this is going to protect the dealer. For example, if you got a customer that goes to your dealership website, they just bought 3 months ago an M Series BMW that is going for 10 grand over MSRP, and they're going to pop it in there. Straight up average black book is going to be to the moon on that car, for example. And if it is, if because of that type of vehicle, the year, the make, the model, we're able to apply more of a cautious pricing model to that, it's going to provide that customer a lower initial price. Now, you're going to get this Express Cash Offer lead into your system, and if it were me, and I was a used car manager at the dealership, I would make sure that I'm getting copied on every single one of these leads as they come in, and I can look at, well, hey, this is a vehicle that I want. I'm actually willing to pay more. You can call the customer right from that lead and say, hey, I'm the used car manager here. I just saw that you did the Express Cash Offer. We provided you a value of $42,750. I'm actually willing to pay far more for that vehicle. Our Express Cash Offer would be $53,000 or whatever. So you had that ability to do that. Now, we can move from this cautious to conservative pricing map, and now we move into average pricing. So adjusted average, and this adjusted average meaning we're taking in consideration the regional adjustment, mileage adjustment, that history adjustment value. So all of that is taking place before we're putting on our map. So in this case, we got conservative pricing, 91% of average, adjusted average for those vehicles that are basically brand new. We can move into moderate pricing. Now we're average pricing 97%, basically like new, and it goes all the way down to 88% for kind of rough. And for the aggressive pricing, This is where maybe this is that like make from your dealership. So, I mean, if I'm a Toyota dealership and I'm having a tough time getting Toyotas from the factory right now, and I need to be able to stock these vehicles, this is where you can step up on those vehicles automatically when a customer is getting their express cash offer right from your dealership website. So you can see right here, we're at 100% of adjusted average 4 stars for that. And if you wanted to even step up a little bit further, you know, we can make that 103, 104%, whatever you want. This is your pricing map. Now, in addition to the pricing map, we have some additional things that we can do. So, for example, we can apply a price adjustment, an adjustment, percentage adjustment based on pricing bands. So, again, I go back to when I was appraising cars, and you can look at the way that you're appraising cars right now, and you might be thinking, you know, if I have a vehicle that has 80,000 miles or higher, it's tougher for me to get financed. I don't got a lot of customers coming in wanting to buy these cars. If I got something that's 3 years old with 80,000 miles on it, I'm going to want to make sure that I'm backing that off. Actually, what I'm talking about right there is the mileage adjustment. We'll talk about the price adjustment in a minute. So this is the mileage bands. So if it's 80 to 90,000 miles, I'll take off an additional 5%, 6%, 7%, 10%, 30%, anything over 150,000 miles up to 1,000,000 miles, 40%. So this is how you're probably appraising cars right now when you're looking at them and you're looking at those miles. We could do the same thing for super low mileage cars. A lot of times the book is a little bit too strong on those super low mileage cars, so we could actually deduct that a little bit. Now, an additional adjustment that we can do is based on pricing. So you can see right here in the pricing that we have right now, anything that is 15,000 and less in this particular map, we're not making any adjustment. But once we get up a little bit higher, we're seeing that the market has been a little bit too aggressive, and we need to be a little bit cautious for what's happening, you know, in the next 90 days. As that market starts to soften, this allows us to be a little bit more cautious across the board, taking off an additional 3%. So you think about what that would do on a $20,000 vehicle, $600. So just a little bit extra cautious based on the pricing bands. And again, we can do the same thing. If you had a vehicle that's $75,000 and higher, you want to be a little bit more cautious on those vehicles, especially at that initial express cash offer value. You can do that. The next one is our custom questions. I really love this. This is where we can ask customers specific questions, and those questions, the answers to those questions, will create this additional pricing. And I'm sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen there, so I'm going to go back. I'm just going to show you this, what it looks like. So this is the mileage adjustment. So if the vehicle is 10 to 20,000 miles, there's no adjustment. We do that all the way up to 80,000 miles, and there's no adjustment. But as soon as we hit that 80,000 mile to 90,000, we're going to deduct 5, 6, 7 as we move from bucket to bucket. The pricing adjustment you can see right here, nothing up to $15,000, and then 15,000 to 20, take an additional 3% off. That stays the same until 40 to 45, and then it kind of builds all the way up to 100,000. The custom questions, what you're looking at right here, is this is where you can make additional increases or decreases based on the customer's answers. I mean, you could ask something like, are you the original owner? And if it is, put an extra 500 or 1,000 on it. In this case, I have all deducts, so does not include 2 keys and remote. If it doesn't, take off $200. Does not include the maintenance records, take off $200. Does not include the owner's manual, $100. Insurance has paid a repair claim on this vehicle, take $500 off. This is going to be in addition to the history the history adjustment that we're doing based on what is in auto check. Same thing, has this vehicle been smoked in? Has this vehicle been used for a ride share? This allows you to create these additional adjustments, any question that you want. Did you purchase the vehicle from us new? Add extra money there. A lot of really cool ways that you can do it. So now we have this pricing pricing matrix. What I'm going to do is let me get this back to normal size here. And then I'm going to go into the Express Cash Offer tool, and I'll show you how it actually works in real life. So what I'm going to do is let me find, you know what, this 2017 Nissan is probably a good example. So I'm going to go right into our Express Cash Offer tool. I'm going to paste in this VIN. I'm going to select our state, Florida. I'm going to put 43,000 miles. Get started. Next step, of course, is going to be customer information. Okay, so this is where the customer selects the star rating. I'm going to select 3 stars, but if I don't know what that is, I'm going to press the question mark. Here it is. Here is the characteristics. This is going to be very important for when the customer actually comes into the dealership, because to qualify for this value, all of these characteristics need to be true. We give you a way to be able to validate that once the customer comes in for their inspection. I can also select whether I have a current balance or I own the vehicle. That's important. I come over here. You can see now this is where, so you can see everything that I've said so far comes to life right in front of your eyes. We took that VIN number. We were able to expand that to year, make, model, trim. We were able to get some of the hard adds and deducts, but you can see that we already have 20-inch wheels selected. We already got rear camera system selected, so it's pre-selected. And now here's my custom questions. Does not include keys and remote, does not include owner's manual. I'll leave the rest unselected. And then I can go ahead and hit next. Now, the cool thing here is it's going to ask the customer to upload images. Now they can do this right in the system, and I'm going to go ahead and do it since I'm doing kind of a demo of our system here. I got some saved pictures of my old vehicle here, so I'm going to go ahead and select the front of my vehicle, the rear of my vehicle, and what you're seeing here is these vehicles are actually sitting in the cloud. So they need to download into my computer system and then onto here. But our system is set up in a way that it's automatically going to allow the customer to go through these, go through that process. Sometimes images can be large files, so we're going to work through those issues. Let's see how long this takes. And it always seems like when I'm recording these videos too, that it slows my computer down a little bit. So. We'll see let's go. So they're starting to load in now, which is kind of cool. So while that's loading in, so I'm going to talk about what the next step of this process is. The next step of the process is after the customer gets this value, which they're going to get in just a moment, the next step a customer has to do is visit the dealership showroom, the dealership, or you can schedule to do this at the customer's home or work if you like. But it requires an on-site vehicle inspection. And that on-site vehicle inspection is where you validate the overall condition of the vehicle, the star rating of the vehicle, and how that ties into the overall value of the vehicle. Now, what we do also is we provide the customer the ability to learn more about this process with a video that we can share. So right from the UI, I'm going to go ahead and click this video right here, and I'm going to go ahead and play this for you as my images are taking a little bit to upload. I'm going to go ahead and hit and play
Selling
this.
your car should be fast and easy. Say hello to Express Cash Offer. We've designed a whole new way to sell your car. No matter the make, model, or miles, we want to buy your car. Here's how it works. Just enter your VIN or your plate number, answer a few questions, and we'll instantly analyze your vehicle against massive amounts of data to provide you a personalized purchase offer in just seconds. Optionally, you can upload some interior and exterior photos of your vehicle, along with a photo of your VIN and one of the odometer. After a quick on-site inspection of your vehicle, we'll hand you a check on the spot. We'll even take care of paying off your loan if you have one. Selling your car should be fast and easy, and with Express Cash Offer, it is.
So in that video, you could see that we explained how the process works. Give some information, we give you an offer, quick on-site inspection to validate your visit, and you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip the rest of these. Once I get to that next step, bam, this is where we provide that Express Cash Offer. So this is the offer that's going to be based on all those parameters that I shared earlier. Starts with the black book value. We put in, and then we add all of the adjustments that are necessary. Mileage adjustment, hard ads, soft ads, regional adjustments, mileage adjustments, and then we add in that history adjustment on top of it. And then over top of that, we lay on your dealership map. And that's going to be based on the cautious, conservative, aggressive, and moderate pricing. One of the things I did not go over, so I'm just going to go ahead and go back here and share with you, is how we price this out. So in this case, I'll make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. So you can see here, all we do in the back end is we say, okay, here's all the Acuras, and we're going to price these at the moderate pricing level. Alfa Romeo, conservative. Aston Martin, cautious. Audi, moderate. Bentley, cautious. BMW, moderate. And we can go down, and you can even see here, we can split it. So 2022 Chrysler, 2021, 2020 Chrysler, we're going to do those as moderate. But the rest of them we're going to hit at an aggressive pricing. Moderate, 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 aggressive. Ferraris, cautious. Fiats, moderate. Fords, 2020 through 2022, moderate. But then from 2013 to 2019 is going to be aggressive. If it falls outside of these pricing, so 2012 and older, that's going to go to the standard matrix, which we have. We also have priced. Where we have. I think we have that just inside our back end. But you get an idea with the categories how we do that. So it comes to be very simple. We create our cautious, conservative, moderate, and aggressive pricing matrix, and then we go into our categories and we just select which ones. And we can make recommendations. And then based on this, we build out a data file that we just upload into the back end of our system. Now here we're back at the Express Cash Offer. That's how we came up with 24013. Customer is going to go ahead and schedule an appointment and then complete this process. Now the customer is going to receive a Express Cash Offer certificate, which you can see here, and this is going to have that overall value. Now also, this is where it gets really cool. So yes, this is cool, and this provides a lot of value, but also we keep in here a disclosure. So, I mean, it's going to say the dealership is going to conduct a mandatory vehicle inspection free of charge to verify the accuracy of the vehicle description and the condition information that you had provided to us online. The verification inspection may include, for example, paint thickness measurements, a road test, mechanical inspection, a review of the vehicle's history reports, and disclosure statements regarding flood, salvage, odometer discrepancies, including rollbacks, and the like. We may raise or lower the dollar amount for your Express Cash Offer prior to the redemption based on this additional information. So we have it fully disclosed to make sure that you're completely protected, but we're going to be able to provide this really great experience to the customer. Now, lastly, let me log into our back-end system. And I'm going to log in to my demo account. from here, I go to Reports, ECO Report, and then there it is. So here is our back-end portal to how we came up with the pricing on this. Now, for us, we had the adjusted average pricing was $25,800. I'll make this a little bit bigger for you. $25,865. So $25,865, that's average book. So it started with the base value at $22,215, options $750, mileage, because of the low mileage on this vehicle, we had a $2,700 mileage add, no regional deduct. So the adjusted value is the $25,740. Based on this vehicle, the vehicle's history, we actually get a bump for the history. So the historical adjusted value is this $25,865. That carries right up here. Now to that, we're going to apply your matrix pricing, which was 97% of average book, which brought us down to $25,089. We also had that additional price adjustment of an additional 3% based on the overall price of the vehicle. It was between $15,000 and $25,000. We deducted an additional $300 just to be a little bit more cautious because of what's going to be happening over the next few months. We're deduct another $776. Now, if we come down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to see that we had ads for the rear view camera system and the 20-inch wheels, which was decoded. Now, if it didn't have those, the customer could have took those off. And then we deducted $200 because it didn't have the 2 keys and remotes, and we deducted $100 for not having the owner's manual. So you can see right there, we deducted an additional $300, which puts us at $24,013. Now, if I'm the internet sales manager, I'm the used car manager, I can come in here. If the customer uploaded images of the vehicle, they're going to show right here. So you're able to get access to those. And I can also open up the Express Cash Offer certificate right from here, reprint it off for the customer at a later time. And like I said earlier, we provide a vehicle inspection checklist. So this is what you can print off, and you walk around the vehicle and just check off. Exterior condition, is it a 4-star vehicle? 3-star, 2-star, 1-star. The same characteristics listed in these boxes as was in the UI of the Express Cash Offer system. We go through, we rate the vehicle, find out the overall rating, and then you can use the back of this form right here to provide any reconditioning that's needed, any adjustments to the overall star rating, and then you can provide a 2-number value presentation, which we're not going to talk about today, but it's a great way to present numbers to customers. So that is a lot of the information about the Express Cash Offer and how we do the overall pricing. The last thing I want to share with you real quick is what we send to the customer. And for that, I'm just going to open up my email. And I'm going to share with you the email that we send out to the customer. So this is going to be customized to your dealership with your dealership logo up here. We create all of the colors with these emails to match the overall OEM theme, so it's completely compliant. And we're going to let the customer know, hey, we've purchased thousands of vehicles just like we've purchased thousands of vehicles from people just like you. And with the increased demand for pre-owned vehicles, you could be next. You'll receive a great offer up front, no hassles. We'll hand you a check on the spot, even take care of paying off your car if you have, or paying off your loan if you have one. You can trade in your old car for a new one or sell it to us. Either way, we'll buy your car. Your Express Cash Offer is $24,013 for this vehicle. Here's the odometer reading, authorization number, expiration date, requested appointment day, requested appointment time. This link right here opens up the certificate from earlier, little animated GIF about the video. Customer can click through to that and watch the video. And then we have other why buy or why sell here information. Get your offer, trade or sell, get a check. We're so confident in our Express Cash offers, higher than any other online retailer or local dealer. If you can find a higher offer, just bring in their purchase offer certificate and we'll beat it. Includes Carvana, CarMax, Vroom, Shift, We'll Buy Any Car, Pedal, AutoNation, even Kelley Blue Book, Instant Cash Offer, or Auto Trader, and get up to 7% more when trading. Great deals on great vehicles, and we include, if you're part of the intice 360 package that we offer, and we're doing your digital marketing, we're going to include all of the updated specials right in the email that goes out to the customer. So all of the pricing, all of the incentives, all of that right in that beautiful looking email, if I say so myself. So in this video, we've covered a lot of stuff today, but specifically what I wanted to cover is how we have created the pricing for Express Cash Offer, because that really becomes the most important thing when it comes to providing a customer with a real offer. You want that offer to be aggressive enough on the vehicles that you want to buy, conservative enough on the vehicles that you don't, and you want to be able to give the customer a seamless experience online so you can get that customer into your sales funnel, get that face-to-face opportunity to sell a car. I appreciate your time watching these videos. You're going to find this video plus many others at intice.com.